Hi, this is a quick tour of the Harris A. Smith building, which houses the Sonoco Institute of Packaging Design and Graphics. This is a joint effort between the Graphic Communications program and the Packaging Science program at Clemson University. It's a great place to bring together all the different aspects of, research and work going on campus. We're walking up the stairs to the top floor, the third floor. This is the collaboration space, just a fantastic part of the building. Lots of glass, great views all over the place. Good place for people to come and relax. The name says it all, collaboration space. You have a cup of coffee, come here, talk things through. One thing you'll note in the back corner is some corrugated furniture. We had some students in the architecture and packaging science program actually design and build all this furniture in-house, all the acrylic tabletops and the design, everything else. Really cool final result. As you're coming down the hall, we've got some faculty space to the left, so we have some visiting faculty. Primary area for industry guests is the auditorium. We have about a dozen or so programs a year where we bring in 400 to 500 industry participants and talk about new technology and workflow. All the way from design, color management, basically process control, that sort of thing. Again, a great space for bringing in 40, 50 participants. This is the Packaging Design Lab. It's sponsored by ESCO Artwork, if you can't guess from some of the graphics. But this is basically a soup to nuts design. Start at the very beginning with structural design, graphic design, putting it all together where you build structures with SolidWorks and build packaging with Arduous CAD, bring it into typical Adobe products and apply graphics. Look at them in 3D, be able to put them in virtual environments. So just a fantastic lab across the board with lots and lots of resources to do all the virtual design you can think about. You can see an example there of a can. So that is just a fantastic resource for putting together virtual products. We have some flexible team rooms we use for small classes and graduate studios. And in this case, we set up a recording studio to do some online, prepare for some online content. So we're looking to really flesh that out this summer and have it available for use this fall. You can see the Consumer Experience Lab. This is a place where, you can design the package virtually upstairs in the design lab. At the end of the day, you need to look at how the consumers perceive it. This lab will be we'll be working on this lab and really flesh it out this summer again. But you can see you're looking through the observation booth. But how do you actually make the physical packaging? It's one thing to do it virtually, but at some point you actually need a physical sample of it. So this is the prototype lab. We have some equipment that allows you. This is a Mamaki inkjet printer. It allows you to actually image directly on the substrate using UV inks, all the way from really thin, flexible materials, roll to roll, to sheets of corrugated, or sheets of folding carton, or foam core, or acrylic, whatever you want. It'll stick to about anything, and it's flexible ink, so you can actually distort the substrate after you print. So once you've printed it, you can take it over to the Kongsberg table, which is a sample cutting table. It has a set of tools, creasing, cutting. It can do perforations. It has a router bit, so it can route out MDF or wood or acrylic. But primarily we use it for packaging type materials like corrugated or folding carton or label stock to actually cut out and form the physical samples that we designed up in the studio. We'll be adding some other equipment to this lab, hopefully a thermoformer and stretch blow molder. We've got the small CNC machines, so we actually do molds. We'll be finishing that lab off later this year as well. You're walking downstairs. That's a graduate studio to the right. We have students working on projects with us. This is we're entering the Advanced Print Technology Lab. We're just now installing a state-of-the-art OMET platform press. So it's got the ability to do flexo, gravure, and rotary screen all in one press, and you can interchange the stations. So you have seven stations that can do anything. We have UV drying, and we're adding hot air, so we can run water-based and solvent inks as well. Very, very nice piece of equipment. Allows us to do a lot of work in print electronics and flexible packaging and folding carton, all 9 yards. You can also image running flexo plates. This is the ESCO's CDI imaging, so you can image the flexo plates. We'll be able to process them as well, so we'll be able to basically design and go through more of a manufacturing process all in one building. We have an ink development lab that Environmental Inks has put together for us. Pretty much everything that they could think of that we need to formulate and test inks, end use, viscosity, coefficient of friction, seal test, you name it, solvent content, the whole works. We've also put together a print electronics lab that allows us to do a lot of small-scale proofing, look at the topography of the paper using microdynamics. So basically lets us do a lot of work beforehand before we get on the press. This is the executive conference room, really just a nice setup. This shows you the second building we plan on putting together over the next 5 years. That'll actually extend out the back of the building. That's the Harris A. Smith building, housing the Sonoco Institute of Packaging and Design.